Are you thinking about moving to Westminster, California? This North Orange County city is diverse, affordable, and just minutes from the beach. Let's explore what life in Westminster looks like. From neighborhoods, home prices, schools, culture, and the real pros and cons. If you love exploring Orange County cities, hit subscribe and tap the bell so you're notified every time we post a new guide. My name is Alfred Sandoval, and I help people relocate and invest across Orange County. Westminster sits between Huntington Beach, Garden Grove, and Fountain Valley, about 40 minutes south of Los Angeles. Roughly 93,000 residents live here, and it's best known for the Little Saigon Business District, which is the heart of Vietnamese American culture in Southern California. The city blends cultural authenticity and suburban practicality, offering solid value and convenience for families and first-time home buyers. Westminster features mainly single-story homes built from the 1960s and 70s, many remodeled with open layouts and modern finishes. Typical prices range from about $850,000 to about $1.1 million. Condos average around $600,000. Popular neighborhoods include Golden West, Westmont, and Marina Village. Because Westminster borders Huntington Beach, you get ocean breezes and beach proximity without that coastal price tag. The city has an active local scene. You have Bolsa Avenue and Brookhurst Street. They are lined with restaurants, cafes, and shops serving authentic Vietnamese, Thai, and Korean cuisine. The Westminster Mall is currently undergoing redevelopment into a modern mixed-use center with shopping, dining, and housing. Sigler Park hosts summer concerts and family festivals, and the Civic Center anchors many community events. For beach days, Huntington Beach is less than 10 minutes away. Westminster is served by the Westminster School District and the Huntington Beach Union High School District. Top-rated schools include Eastwood Elementary, Warner Middle, and Ocean View High. The city promotes cultural education through community centers and public art, celebrating its Vietnamese Heritage Festival each spring. Major employers include Westminster Medical Center, local government, and small businesses within Little Saigon. The 405 and 22 freeways make commuting simple. You have Irvine, Long Beach, and Santa Ana. Those are all within a 20-minute drive. Job growth is steady, and many residents work in tech, healthcare, or logistics in neighboring cities. Pros: affordable housing for Orange County, close to the beach, rich cultural scene, strong small business community, and convenient location. Cons include older infrastructure, limited luxury housing, and heavier weekend traffic, especially around Little Saigon. Westminster combines culture, convenience, and coastal access. A perfect blend for families, young professionals, and investors alike. This area here with the boundary with the red dots, that's Orange County. And we are going to talk about Westminster, which is nestled right around here. If I click on here, you'll see that's Westminster. So it's all this area around here, and it covers going this way. If I click here, it's still Westminster. So it's in this general area south of the city of Garden Grove. In Westminster, you have the largest Vietnamese community outside of Vietnam. And actually there's an area called Little Saigon. And it's just a great area. There's a lot of the businesses there, a lot of great restaurants. And you can see where it's situated. This freeway right here is the 22 freeway, which drops into the 405. This is the 405 right here. And this 405 stretches from the 5 freeway, which is over here, and it runs this way, and will eventually take you to LAX. LAX is right around here. The 105 actually right here ends at the LAX, the airport right here. So Westminster is, as you can see, it's in the western part of Orange County. And Orange County, the furthest point south is San Clemente, and it goes up this way. So it's well situated. You have many different highways, freeways, and toll roads, all, east of Westminster. So what I mean, for example, like this 241 right here, this 261, they're actually toll roads where you actually pay. And it goes through and over through the mountains. So it takes you this way, eventually into this area. You also have the 241 here connects to the 133, which takes you down to Laguna Beach. It takes you down to the coast. And this 241, eventually, if you go further north, it takes you to the 91. And the 91 also has what we call the toll roads, an area where you pay to get into those lanes. And that 91 goes east-west. And so it's a great city, Westminster, great community. Housing, which I'll get to in a second, as far as entry point, as far as prices in Orange County, it's very, very reasonable. I would say Westminster, along with La Habra, which is up here, probably it's easier to get into the housing market, if you will. Because over here, if you go this area, if you go down towards Santa Ana, you go down to Irvine, you go to Lake Forest, the further south you go this way, it's more expensive. And definitely a lot more expensive if you go by the beach along the coast here. So all this area right here, you can't see it, but there's like Seal Beach, Huntington Beach, Newport Beach, Laguna Beach. You go all the Dana Point, San Clemente, all really, really beautiful, but you pay for that view. And so Westminster is not too far. I would say we're talking about right here to the beach here, plus or minus 15 minutes, I would say. So if you did want to go to the beach and kind of spend the day, you can just drive there and be there in 15, 20 minutes. So, and there's highways here. You're close to many different highways, the 22, the 405, the 5 freeway, the 57, the 91. So the good thing about Southern California is you have many highways, you have various freeways, and you also have toll roads. So needless to say, a car, if you're not familiar with Southern California, having a car is essential. You can't really get around. It's not like back east where you have great transportation, subway, metro system, or a train. You don't have that here. You need to have a car. So, but the good thing is you have many different highways, et cetera, that takes you just about anywhere. Anyway, so let me bring another map in here that'll show you different price ranges. So let me bring that over here for really quick. So here you have the map, and this is Westminster, this area here highlighted in blue. And once again, as you can see, it's nestled between the 22 freeway here. And then actually, here's the 405. The 405 freeway actually goes this way, and then it curls this way. And eventually will take you to LAX, Los Angeles Airport. So here, for example, you can see, let's look at this, $699, 2-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,200 square feet. It's a townhouse. That gives you an idea right here. There's 720 is probably a house. No, it's actually a condo for 720. You get up here over $1 million. Now you're talking about houses. So there's one for 795. This is also a townhouse. So you have a condo, maybe a little bit lower price, and then a townhouse a little bit more expensive. Then, for example, if you go here, 2.68 million. That's a multifamily, 1.8 right here. Wow, this is 8-bedroom, 6-bath, 2,600 square feet. This gives you an idea here, 1.2, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square feet, roughly. So this gives you a range, as you can see, depending on what you're looking for, whether it's a condo, that would be the least expensive. And then the next on up would be like a townhouse. And then you would have a house. So great variety to choose from. And you have various cities surrounding it. So you are not far. If you do happen to move into Westminster, you are not far from Anaheim, for example, which is where Disneyland is. You are not far from Buena Park, which, you have a Knott's Berry Farm, for example, is near there. So Anaheim is not far from there, which is where Disneyland is, which is where the Angels play baseball, then you also have the Honda Center, which is where the hockey team, the Ducks, play. And the ocean you are not too far from the ocean. You just go this way. Literally, you can take Highway 39, which is Beach Boulevard. This will take you straight into Huntington Beach. So to recap, it's a great city, great food, a lot of small businesses. You're not far from the ocean. You're not far from other cities. All this that I'm mentioning around there, within a 20-minute drive, you have that all around you. So if you are entering the real estate market, for the first time, it's a great place to buy. One of the least expensive cities in Orange County, and you are not far from other great cities where there's a lot of activities. Also over here, if you can see this airplane over here, in case you do not want to use LAX, this is John Wayne, or SNA, also known as Santa Ana. SNA is the code. And this way also, right here, as you can see this airplane right here, that's Long Beach Airport. And then further west, which would be this way, is LAX. So around here, you have 3 airports. I would say, depending on traffic, John Wayne here, or SNA, depending on the time of day and what day it is, within 30 minutes, you can be there. Long Beach, not far, 15 minutes or so. LAX, a little bit further. And once again, depending on traffic. So you have a lot of highways. You have 3 different airports to choose from, depending on whether you're flying, within the United States, or you are flying internationally. If you are flying within the United States, probably the best option is either Long Beach right here or John Wayne Airport here. If you are flying internationally, then LAX is the better way to go. From what I've seen, if you're traveling internationally, LAX, the airline tickets are more reasonable, and LAX has a lot of parking garages, a lot of hotels where you can pay for parking, or you can Uber it, whatever you like to do. I usually, when I travel out of the country, almost always I go out of LAX, but if I'm going to go visit family in the Midwest or back east, most likely I would probably go out of SNA over here. It's just less hassle, the driving, etc. And if you're in this area, you can Uber it here to, you would actually save money, I think, if you were to Uber it to the airport right here instead of paying for parking like for a week, for example. So anyway, there you have it. It's a great option. If you want to live in, as we call it, the OC, Orange County, great option there. And you are close to a lot of fun things to do, a lot of great cities. You have highways all around you, 3 airports to choose from. So there you have it. If you are thinking about calling Westminster home, reach out, call, text, or email anytime. The information is in the description below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and check out the full North Orange County playlist for Anaheim, La Habra, Garden Grove, and more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.